Hello Pisces, and welcome to your reading by the Blessings Foundry. Today's reading will help you have guidance and advice to help you through your day and on your soul's journey. If you celebrate Easter, happy birthday to you, oh my good grief. If you celebrate Easter, happy Easter to you. If you don't, then happy Sunday to you. Oh my goodness, starting this off funny, aren't we? All right, so let's call in the energies. Guides, guardians, angels, ancestors, 5D light and above, please come near. Please connect to the Pisces Collective and the Pisces subscribers of this channel to get the messages and guidance that Pisces needs at the time they view this video. We'll get some more shuffles in here. So I'm actually hearing from Spirit, and I keep hearing this. So I'm going to do a little switch in the reading here. I'm going to focus on what you need to know about a person or people around you, and we'll get the information from that. A couple days ago, I heard to do that, and obviously I took a couple days off here, but so we'll do that. Let me call in the energy again. Sorry to get the reading off slowly. Guides, guardians, angels, ancestors, 5D light and above, please come here. Please connect to Pisces and the Pisces subscribers, and please also connect to the person or people that you want Pisces to know about, so the Pisces can get the information they need about the person or people that you have a message for Pisces about. All right, so what do you need to know about a person around you? So let's see what's going on. That's clear as mud, right? All right, let's dive in. Spirit, what messages do you have for Pisces regarding the person? Okay, so they're saying, what do you need to know about a person? What does Pisces need to know about a person? Spirit, what does Pisces need to know about a person in their life? What does Pisces need to know about a particular person in their life, please? What does Pisces need to know about a particular person in their life? And what I'm also hearing is you'll know. Like if you're like, well, who's this about? Or this doesn't make sense, and this is probably not your reading. But for those of you who resonate with it, it'll be a special message for you regarding that person. Like if it fits, it fits. If it doesn't, don't try to make it. The first card we have is Three of Pentacles. This speaks about partnerships, coming together, teamwork. The Three of Pentacles is also about bringing your skills to bear, bringing your skills to market. But I'm getting as we can see, we have three people here. So coming together in some type of partnership. I'm also hearing the word alliance. The next card we have is the Eight of Swords. I'm hearing the word ambivalent. Keeping yourself kind of in a place where you're not seeing, or you're choosing not to necessarily see, even though you could see. But here for the Eight of Swords indicates a self-imposed restraint, constraint, self-imposed mental position. Then we have the Knight of Swords. This is a harsh truth. This is also taking rapid action. Sword energy tends to be very, very clear, very fast, and Knights are about action. The next card we have here, Pisces, is the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is Pisces energy, but it's also wish fulfillment. What do you desire? What do you want? What makes you truly feel fulfilled? Now it could be, we'll get clarification for this in a moment. It could be that somebody sees you as wish fulfillment. It could be you evaluating whether or not a partnership with somebody, a collaboration, an alliance with somebody would be fulfilling. Really, taking some time to think things through. The Sword energy, again, your thoughts, not necessarily understanding what direction to move in or not, having the clarity. But here when we see the Eight of Swords with the Knight of Swords is rushing in, whereas the Eight of Swords is non-movement. So we're seeing something occur, something transpire in between the Eight of Swords and the Knight of Swords that basically releases a mental holding pattern. What else does Pisces need to know about this person, please? What else do you want Pisces to know about this person? What else do you want Pisces to know about this person? I'm also hearing that some of you may not have seen a particular detail about this person, but it's going to become more clear, or you're going to start to notice something about them. Then we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is really intently looking at that cup, is doing an evaluation, is looking at the truth, looking at the emotions, looking at the content. When we think about cups, we think you have a cup, it's to hold some type of volume. And here, it's an evaluation of content. So we're seeing, pardon me, please, with the Three of Pentacles, this is about what somebody's bringing to the table, and you seeing if it's, first, if it's fulfilling, but also what content they might be bringing into your energy. And I think that's why, excuse me, we had the Eight of Swords here, is because that's indicating perhaps not necessarily knowing or seeing a way forward, kind of having almost like a hunch about somebody, like a weird, strange itch, if you will, but not necessarily having that clarity or having that sight or ability to take action. Let's see what else. What else do you want Pisces to know about this person, please? What else do you want Pisces to know about this person, please? What else do you want Pisces to know about this person, please, Spirit? Thank you. And one more card here. I'm going to grab a drink real quick because I have it right here. Excuse my drinking sounds, because obviously I need one. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles, as we can see here, there's only one person on the card, and there's only one person doing the work. In contrast, we have the Three of Pentacles. Well, not contrast, but in comparison. Well, contrast, comparison. So we're seeing, perhaps you may have had an expectation of coming together in a partnership, in an alliance, whether a romance, we don't really, well, we have Nine of Cups and Queen of Cups, which can indicate emotions, but we don't have anything to really discern or to clarify what type of connection this is. So, and again, being that this reading is for a number of Pisces, it's going to be based on your experience. But what we're seeing here is perhaps there was an expectation, or initially coming together and working together in that partnership and alliance. But this is like, whoa, wait a minute, what's going on here? Oh, I'm getting clarity. Let me take action and change, or change something in the circumstances, because now I'm seeing like a bigger picture. I'm having more clarity. Let me go in the direction of my wish fulfillment. What is truly going to be fulfilling here? And let me really assess what is going on. And then I'm going to put myself to work. I'm going to focusing on your work. So for some of you, this could be a work situation, but I'm feeling more of a generalized case where initially you may have been more open or desiring even to work in a collaboration, but based on what you've gone through, you're kind of retracting your a couple things are coming to me. One, you're retracting your incentive, your self-incentive for working with other people, almost as though you're having a lower threshold or lower tolerance to engaging with other people because they haven't necessarily shown up in the way you needed them to, which it's not that you had unrealistic expectations. We're just seeing, and here in the Three of Pentacles, we see one person doing the work and two people watching. And I think that's similar to what you may have experienced in this dynamic, is you putting yourself to task while other people looked on and were like, yeah, we're doing such a great job. Meanwhile, you're like, well, wait a minute. You're like, well, wait a minute. I'm the one actually doing the work, so let me change this circumstance. This isn't really fulfilling for me. I'm really evaluating what's going on here, and let me put this energy in by myself where it's uninterrupted from other people who claim that they might be having a part, that they might be, having some type of interaction, but meanwhile, you're truly the one who's invested. You're truly the one with the skills, the abilities. So let's go ahead and dive into this further and see what's going on. Kind of an interesting message, interesting energy, but we have different types of readings so we can get the different type of information about what's going on in our lives, about the energy, about our environment, surroundings, etc. So what is this Three of Pentacles for Pisces, please, Spirit? What does Pisces need to know about this Three of Pentacles? And we have the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords again, communication, mental energies. The Page of Swords, I'm feeling a couple more strong energies here from this Page of Swords. I'm getting about your ingenuity, your wit, your cleverness. And we see in the Three of Pentacles, that's what you've been applying. And you may have thought, if you set yourself to task, other people would show up in the same manner that you are. However, the dilemma is the fact, or the dilemma is in the fact that the unfiltered truth is other people can't show up the same as you because they're not you. And this may have been one of those things where you're like, well, wait a minute, what's going on? I don't understand why these people aren't showing up, because they don't have the capacity, whether it's experience, whether it's intellect, whether it's, you fill in the blank. And the Page of Swords here is getting clarity on that situation, but the Page of Swords is also a message. Page of Swords, again, swords being that fast energy, Page of Swords is a message or communication coming through in hours to days away. So we're seeing something was or will be communicated with respect to a project, a team, a collaboration, or an alliance, or even, what somebody or somebody else is or is not bringing to the table that was perhaps expected. And I'm getting this was a, like a, not an assumed expectation, but more of an unwritten expectation. Spirit, what is this Page of Swords, please? Not an assumption. So the difference being an expectation versus an assumption. An expectation being that you put something in and expect to get something back, right? It's like an expectation is more of an exchange versus an assumption where you have more of a, how do I say? You just think something is a particular way. However, it's showing up to be different. What is this Page of Swords for Pisces? Thank you. For the Page of Swords, we are getting the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is exactly what we're saying, Pisces. We see here, let me get these. Actually, we have two Eight of Pentacles. So what we're seeing here, Pisces, is particularly exactly what we were just speaking about, is, you putting yourself to task, other people looking on, and you really looking at the situation, the dynamics, and saying, I'm going to, focus on higher level things. But the thing is, you are showing up in a higher capacity. You are showing up with more advanced skills, whether that's intuition, clear abilities, actual mastery of a subject matter, whatever it is for you. It can even be that you have a higher emotional IQ. Again, fill in the blank about what the particular dynamic is here. So now let's go on to this Eight of Swords. Oh, we have one more card here. Seven of Wands. Yeah, so we're seeing you really starting to build up a wall, stand up for yourself, saying, wait, I'm putting in this energy. Let me kind of put up, I don't want to say put up a wall, but standing up for yourself, saying, I'm investing the energy. You're not showing up equally. I made an assumption that this would be equal, or equal investment of energy or capability, but you're just seeing that there's a disparity. What is this Eight of Swords, please? What is this Eight of Swords for Pisces? Okay, this one right here. Let's get one more card for this Eight of Swords. One more card for this Eight of Swords, please, Spirit. Anything else? and this one. Okay. So yeah, we're having the Page of Pentacles. So with this Page of Swords, we're seeing having that awareness, really looking at the situation, becoming more clear. Here in the Page of Pentacles, you're really looking at a situation and you're learning some things. You're making an evaluation. See how the Page of Pentacles, or the page, is looking at that pentacle? Here in the Eight of Swords, we see the person blindfolded, kind of in the dark, not really having that clarity, or a better way to say it, not having a lack of clarity. But here, you're really bringing the situation into focus. And you're going to have success and mastery. You want to have success. You want to have victory. You want to not stay in a holding pattern, but you want to move forward. But not only do you want to move forward, you want to move forward victoriously, strongly. So let's take a look at these. And Spirit, what is this Page of Pentacles for Pisces? And the Page of Pentacles is also a message regarding some type of materiality or something tangible. What is this Page of Pentacles, please? Okay, so we're getting the Page of Pentacles for the second time. So it is what it is. So we're seeing, you know, you making an evaluation, the difference between these two Page of Pentacles, you really looking at the situation. The Page of Pentacles is also about learning something, and then really taking hold of what you're assessing, really taking it to heart about what the dynamic is, what's going on. Let's see what this Chariot is. Spirit, what does Pisces need to know about this Chariot? What is this Chariot, please? I mean, seriously, Pisces, Eight of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. You're busting loose. Once you observe the situation, assess the situation, and take root, like once the evaluation really takes root, you become more clear. You are able to advance and come out of that stuck position. So let's see what this Knight of Swords is. What is this Knight of Swords, please, Spirit? What is this Knight of Swords? So what I'm hearing is there was this dynamic that was based on an assumption you may have made, which I'm not saying it was wrong. There's no judgment regarding an assumption that you have made regarding a person or situation, but there's just an awareness that's coming to light. And here, the Knight of Swords, literally, as we say, there's an awareness coming to light. What has happened is you've been in this difficult situation. You know, you may have felt as though you've been like literally strung up by this dynamic, by this person. And had you not, you would not have this new perspective. So it's almost as though you experiencing this dynamic with this person, with this group, etc. It's enabling you to have this new perspective where you're going forward and changing and ultimately transforming. The Hangman. The Hangman is also in a cocoon type of position where the butterfly goes into a cocoon and hangs upside down until it's ready to break out of the cocoon and become a butterfly. What is this Hangman for Pisces, please? What is this Hangman, please? And then we have the Temperance. So the Temperance is really about water. It's about balancing. It's about cleansing out. It's two complementary energies coming together to form a new substance. It may have been that you believed you were working with a complementary energy. However, you're coming to terms it's coming to light that something is imbalanced. And we do see the 1 foot in the water, 1 foot out of the water. So this is really speaking about that earth and that water. The practicality and that emotionality of a situation is really transforming you and having you have a new perspective about people, about situations. And again, going back to what we were saying earlier, is there may have been something you did not see with respect to a person or a group in the beginning that you're becoming to be aware of now. What is this Nine of Cups for Pisces? What is this Nine of Cups for Pisces? Thank you. For the first card, we are, guys, now, this is not a situation that I will not be surprised at all if a Tower comes up in this reading. And I say that because we're seeing the Eight of Swords 3 times, which is showing being stuck because of a mindset, but not another person's mindset, being stuck because of your own perception or your own interpretation of a circumstance. So we're definitely seeing the Eight of Swords 3 times. And I'm feeling that is about you going back and forth a little bit. Like you see it, but you're not convinced. Then you see a little more and you're like, oh, wait a minute, maybe this isn't what I thought. And then you see it again and you're like, you know, and I'm hearing the phrase, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. But here we have the Eight of Swords for the 3rd time. So, you know, what is really happening? This is coming into play to have you really truly evaluate your wish fulfillment. And here we have the Strength. And what I just heard is you're going to learn today, Pisces. You're going to have the strength to break free from the self-imposed constraint, restraint, and move forward towards something that's much more fulfilling and rewarding for you. What is this Eight of Swords for Pisces? And we have the Three of Pentacles again. Now, what I'm hearing is there's a reason we're doing a reading on what you need to know about a person or a group. It's inhibiting you. We really see more clearly the person, you Pisces, putting yourself to task. And you're looking at these two people like, aren't you going to do something? Aren't you also going to contribute? Aren't you also going to utilize your skills, capabilities, your energy, your aptitude, you know, whatever it is? Aren't you also going to be a participant here? But the thing is, they cannot, they're unable to show up in the same way as you because they are not you. And they do not have the skills, the capabilities, the capacity to perform, to create, to develop the things that you can. Now, I'm not saying that in a way that's negative or condescending. I'm just saying, Pisces, you are inherently and uniquely different from somebody around you or a group around you. So it's not necessarily realistic to expect to get blood out of a rock, right? What is this Strength, please? Why do we have the Strength here? Yeah, I'm hearing you've been patient with the situation long enough, because part of that is, part of your patience was actually born out of expectancy. Your assumption of showing up equally, contributing equally, did in fact start to become a little bit of an expectation. And that may have felt, you would know that because if you started to get a little frustrated with the circumstance, a little impatient with the circumstances, you know, something a little agitated, then we have the Sun. So we see the Sun coming in, giving you that big aha moment, that cleansing out, that clarity of the situation. Then we have the Nine of Swords. So we're seeing that stress, that anxiety, the Eight of Swords, then we have the Nine of Swords. And that's exactly what we were just speaking about, Pisces, is you'll know by the way it feels, you know, if it's starting to give you that feeling of, well, resistance, but, oh fudge, the words I just used are no longer with me. So please refer back to the ways I just described, how that connection may have been making you feel. And then here we have, it's over. You don't want to feel this way. So you're going to do something within this circumstance. The Death card is also Scorpio. You're not going to relive the past. You're taking control over the situation. You're moving forward. This is boss energy, Pisces. You, quite frankly, Pisces, I'm feeling you making an evaluation. As we were saying, you know, the Queen of Cups here is really looking at the circumstance, and saying, heck to the no, I've done this in the past, I'm going to take leadership now. You've been patient, you've been stuck, you've been held back, held down, inhibited, And yes, to be, you know, accountable, to be fair, not from a place of judgment, but part of it is due to a Pisces nature. A Pisces nature tends to be a little patient, waiting for people to show up, and then finally the switch hits and you're like, no, I'm good. And then you don't look back, you know. What is this Queen of Cups for Pisces? It's like lead, follow, or get out of my way. What is this Queen of Cups for Pisces? Okay, here we have, okay, literally, lead, follow, or get out of the way. This is not an emotionally fulfilling situation for you. You're going to explore new options, whether that's a new job, a new partnership, a new opportunity. You're making an assessment here, as we mentioned earlier. This doesn't feel good. This isn't what you wanted. This isn't what you thought it would be. People are not showing up how you assumed they would. Or, you know, maybe even they're not showing up how they said they would be able to. Whatever the reason, again, not from a place of judgment, but from a place of understanding, a place of clarity, a place of discernment, really. What is this Eight of Cups? What is this for the Eight of Cups? Yeah, you're not going to entertain explanations. When people ask you, hey, Pisces, why are you moving on? You're just going to move on. Remember how we just said, lead, follow, or get out of the way. This is you saying just that. It's like, I'm not going to sit there and ask you for permission. I'm going to do what I need to do because I've sat there and I've stood there and I've been patient long enough. I've held myself back. I've held myself in a holding pattern. I've afforded you many opportunities to step up, to show out. And it comes back to the same feedback loop of, you know, it's just not an appropriate fit, whatever it is. What is the Seven of Cups, please? What is the Seven of Cups, please, Spirit? The Seven of Cups is also, because this is more in the forward-looking position, the Seven of Cups is about you having new goals, new visions. And see, this is also another thing about Pisces. Pisces creativity is not just about, oh, I'm going to make a pretty thing. It's about being a visionary. And, you know, the Seven of Cups here, especially with the Seven of Swords, we'll clarify the Seven of Cups in a moment, is really about strategic planning and becoming a visionary about what are my goals? What are my visions for the future? What is the Seven of Cups for Pisces? And I'm hearing also not limiting yourself. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So remember when we said the Temperance about earth and water energy. Now we're seeing the duality of that earth energy and that water energy. A number of you may have highly placed earth and water placements, but what we're seeing is the Queen of Pentacles, after the Queen of Cups is really looking at the situation intuitively, empathically, making that assessment, you're getting to the groundwork. You're really setting out to task. What is this Eight of Pentacles for Pisces? What is this Eight of, thank you. For the Eight of Pentacles. So you got to a point where when you were working with other people, where's this? You became exhausted. You were the one doing the work. You were investing the energy. You were the one showing up. So we're seeing you really looking at the circumstances, you looking at the work you've done and saying, you know, I've done all this work. This is all, you've accomplished each of these wands, each of these goals, each of these feats, right? And you've utilized your energy, but for what? What do you have to show for it? The Nine of Wands, we don't see a structure. We don't see a building. We don't see a foundation. We just see random sticks stuck up in the ground, right? But it doesn't really get us anywhere. So we're seeing the Nine of Wands looking at the Eight of Pentacles saying, you know, if I'm going to do this work, if I'm going to put in this effort, I'm going to do it by myself. I'm going to build my own creation. What is this Nine of Wands for Pisces? What is this Nine of Wands? Literally. What did we just say, Pisces? We said, you know, in this Nine of Wands, we don't see a structure. We don't see a foundation. So we see you making an evaluation, looking over the circumstances, looking at the work you're done, the work you're capable of doing, and saying, wait a minute, I'm going to go forward. I'm going to focus my energy, and I'm going to build something that I can celebrate. The Four of Wands is also 1111, indicating you're on the right path. It's also a celebration of manifestations coming in. Spirit, let's get one card for the overall energy of this reading for Pisces. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with looking at a situation and recognizing that it's not going to be a match for you and going your own way. That's what we're really seeing here with the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Swords, is you looking at this situation, making a judgment, well, not, I hate to use the word judgment call, but making a determination that it's not viable for you, and you going forward to explore other options. Spirit, one card for the overall energy of this reading for Pisces. One card for the overall energy. Okay, this one right here. Passion ignited. This is the Ace of Wands. So this is showing a new creation, a new work in progress, something that is really burning at your heart center, as we can see in the card. So we can see, you know, you really coming to terms with the situation and saying, you know, it's within this flame here. I don't know if you can see it. It's almost as though your soul's on fire, your heart's on fire. You're having this new passion, this new sense of invigoration about what you're working on. You could have gotten to a place where you were feeling like dull and flat and uninspired, and this situation is leading you to a place of new inspiration, new options, new opportunities. Spirit, one Love and Light Oracle, please. One Love and Light Oracle. Oops, hold on. Patience is its own reward. You crown the year with a bountiful harvest. Even the hard paths overflow with abundance. So this is where you're headed, Pisces. You know, you've been down a hard path, and you may have not seen the rewards, the bounty, the harvest that you had hoped for. But now we see the person here really looking out, a lot of like almost mystical feeling in this card. And the expression on her face is really looking forward, and as though she's having an internal thought process about what can I create? What can I go forward and yield in my life? Let's get one oracle. Spirit, one oracle for Pisces, please. For your oracle, we have two oracles. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. And then the second one, cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. And then let's pull the angel answers. Spirit, one angel answers for Pisces, please. And that is it. Forgiveness. Okay, so that really makes sense. So within this particular dynamic, what I'm hearing, and I heard this very strongly, it's nobody's fault. This is a situation where things just are as they are. And I think that's also why we had a repetitive message about this is not judgment. This is not judgment. This is not good. This is not bad. It's just how it is. So there may be a need for forgiveness if you got to a place where you were feeling impatient with people, or if you were perhaps demanding from people something that they would never in a million lifetimes be able to bring forth, because they just literally inherently do not have that in their soul DNA. So here what we're seeing is the situation is really getting you to a point where you're going to be utilizing your own energy. Previously, you may have been working together with somebody or a group, but you're seeing that while it may have been initially thought to be a good opportunity to co-mingle the energy, to work together, to co-create, that you are able to co-create with the universe in an altogether different and an altogether more powerful way than you could ever do when trying to co-create with other people. This is the message I have for you today, Pisces. God bless.